named after a battle cry, Tabaco, or My Bolo, where the resilient people, history, and legends come together, giving to what is now the most colorful yet quaint city of Bicol region. A city full of history, rich culture, and fascinating legends.
Based on the documents na available na nakuha ko sa archives sa Spain, na ang pangalan most probably hali sa sarong tanom na inaapod na tagbak. Ang Tabaco was not only identified by about 1500s as a pueblo, ang description niya, probinsya di Bakian. Payo ning ibang lugar na nag-fit in sa description except ini yung Tabaco. So most probably, probinsya di Tagbakyan or Tagbakyan, and eventually nag-evolve into a Tabaco. Etymology kani yung pangaran kang syudad na Tabaco.
Tabaco's written history began in 1587 when Franciscan missionaries began converting the people of Cagsawa to Catholicism. Since then, the Tabaqueños have lived a life of faith under their patron saint.
The people here are so religious. It has been manifested also the way they go to Mass. Talagang ipinapahiling digdi ang dakulang pagiging religyoso kan mga Tabaqueño.
It appears duman sa record sa Franciscan Archive, pinag-clear kay niyo coinciding with the feast day of Saint John the Baptist sometime in 1583. As early as mga 1581, pig-identify nanda ang Katanduan is one of the major repositories kan gold sa Pilipinas. Kaya nahiling kan mga Spaniards dito sa Albay na ang gateway sa Katanduan is ini yung Tabaco. Later part in the 19th century, ang Tabaco nag-evolve into one of the major international ports dito sa Pilipinas because of the fact na very strategically located ang Tabaco.
Progress, as it seems, has always had a price, and at the turn of the century, a tragedy befalling the entire globe struck the very heart of Tabaco.
Nahiling kan mga Japanese na magiging gateway iniyo if ever the American forces returns para sa biyahe either sa Visayan Pass na yan or sa ibang parte digdi sa Luzon. Kan pag-abot kan mga American forces kan April of 1945, massive si laban digdi sa lugar na iniyo kan Albaygot.
With resilience and unparalleled commitment to rise amidst the rubble of the war, Tabaco emerged as a gateway for a new era of trade and modernization in the region. For centuries, the Tabaco International Seaport has been a strategic economic and tourism access point to both Bicol region and the country.
Tabaco Port is considered the very first international port within Bicol region, with its harbor having an average drop of 9.5 meters. Ocean-going vessels frequent this port. As we know, 95% of our goods and services are being carried through our ports.
The Tabaco Seaport is a natural harbor located at the east side of Albay and facing the island province of Catanduanes in the Pacific Ocean. The future belongs to the common man with uncommon determination. This clearly describes the Tabaqueños' attitude, which has made them unique from the rest of the Bicolanos. What sets the Tabaqueño apart? It is their resilience under any circumstances, is what they call maurag makisama. Simply put, the true value of camaraderie in this quaint and colorful city.
Ining Tabaco, very brisk and very sabihan tang halangkawon ang rate kang traffic kang tao digdi, movement, migration digdi. Kaya they meet different people, different races. Kaya I think that in some way develop that certain character of being accommodating and very friendly.
Maurag makisama is one trait that we Tabaqueños definitely have. Here in Tabaco, we deeply value relationships.
Natural sindang mapagkumbaba. Bakong halangkaw ang hiling sa sadiri. Ang mga Tabakenyo, mabuot, not necessarily na mabuot, pwedeng abusuhon or apihon. So, tatawsin na magamit kang isog nila sa tamang panahon, circumstansya.
Another case that I can consider that Tabakenyos are maurag, makisama, is that when a friend is in need, when he or she knocks in the door of one's friend, the friend would always give something. Kahit walang-wala na siya, magbibigay talaga. Dahil pinapahalagahan niya yung pagkakaibigan nila, yung relasyon nila dahil sa pakikisama.
Maurag mag-isama is a legacy handed down from generations to generation. All seems to be so familiar with everybody. All is at home with everybody. Nagusabihon, di po kitang pigpili, kung sisi ang dapat ang pakisamahan, kaya kita pigapod po na maurag mag-isama. Ini ang trademark isarong taga-Tabaco. Garigabos, gikan sa sarong tulak.
Blood affiliations are born out of ritual kinship. This usually starts from christenings or binyagan, where godfathers would call each other as padi or kumpare, and their children would call each other primo or cousins. This kind of communality gives every Tabaqueños an equal feeling of love for one another, known as sabihing tao or next of kin, which connotes loyalty and respect for each other.
Ang mga taga-Tabaco, friendly. Ang pag-arapudan sa nadigdi, ngaya primo, padi, maski bako man. Ang feeling kisarong tao, once you are called by ining mga araw kay ni, mahihiling mo na, garo, magigikang atis.
With a no-give-up attitude, unquestionable pride and fidelity to the quaint and colorful city, Tabaqueños remain to stand proud and ready to take on any challenge that may come.
Pagdating sa common problem, for instance, facing the future after a crisis, solido ang Tabaqueño niyan. Nagkakaisa kami. And that particular characteristic of Tabaqueños in general, I think would really set us apart from the rest.
The people, forged under calamities, the perfect symmetry of colorful past, rich tradition, and resilient people. Throughout its history, Tabaqueños' hard work, resilience, and ingenuity has met the challenges brought by the changing times. This town and its people has always stood firm and proud and will continue to do so as it welcomes its 6th century to come. With the strongest of will and a time-tested determination, this is the attitude that can only be described as Orago na taga-Tabaco. Dagos po kamo sa samuyang syudad kan Tabaco.